first carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
You give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Kyle Juszczyk, the fullback, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. 43 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. The gun. They'll look to throw. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And out of bounds right around the 20. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. We talk specifically linebackers keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down. They'll try it now with Mostert. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. On 1st and 10, Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, you got to snap it. You got to snap it. Line them up.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. They are going for it. Here's Watson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. A run with Lindsay out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 47-yard line.
From the gun, here's Watson. They'll find Lindsay here. They find some open field here. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's Lindsay. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Red zone now. Watson. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Not much there, only a yard. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. From 19 yards away. And the Texans have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one. And
they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
What are you doing?
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. That is incomplete. Bradley Roby there defensively.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And now he'll fire deep downfield. That's caught at the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. One heck of a 3rd down conversion. 33 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Texans 7, 49ers nothing.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Mostert. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Off of play action, it's Watson. And his throw here's incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. D. Ford able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Fielded at about the 28. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll pull it down. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40.
Come on,
and
now.
he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield, Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, Mostert. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 3. And a 49er first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And the 49ers are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Raheem Mostert with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. K.J. Hamler, 82 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinators.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Bud Dupree has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. A good positive play there, 9 yards, but still third and long. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he hits him in stride. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Looking middle, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey, and he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Philip Lindsey, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Texans have broken the tie.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. And James has it, and he goes out right around the 39. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Gets this one to Juszczyk. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First down, he'll drop to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back to throw now on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Going to throw right side here, complete. That catch good for only a couple. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. From the gun, Watson. Escaping, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Maurice Hurst. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up here in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Faking the give. Now Watson. Flushed out right. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 30 yards there. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect, extend them.
That catch good for only a couple. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Watson off play action. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Philip Lindsay, the intended target. 3rd down here.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. To the air yet again, Watson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him point.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. K.J. Hamler with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Now the second down throw on target. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First down, 49ers.
This is Mostert. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Flush to his right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. There he goes left side. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Fairbairn, the kickoff for Houston.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now a dump off here complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a second down.
Brings up second and 3 at the Texans.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 17-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back now in Houston. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the fourth and final quarter. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 12. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Now it's Lindsey. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. From the gun, here's Watson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Maurice Hurst busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Third and long, it's Watson. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And now it's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. After the interception, here's Watson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
He'll go up top here for Hamler. That's going to be caught. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Watson looks to throw again. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap for Watson. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Operating from the gun. Watson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. 23 yards, the final tally. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his third pick of the game. Instead, it's third down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Completes it to Samuel. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Being chased out left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his... And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the 49ers get a score closer.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And hold the phone now. This game isn't over yet.
Not at all. Now, get the football back. That's the first thing. However you do it, get the ball back and then manipulate the clock with your offense because you've got to get the ball into the end zone.
On the return, Tremont Smith. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to... Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 5 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
At the 18-yard line.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will get in. The 2-point conversion is good. And we may be on our way to overtime. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Mostert. And he'll take this one down to the 36. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. This will be from 53 for the win. And he put enough leg into it that it's well off to the right and no good. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On play action, they'll throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. This one good for a first down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Now Mostert. And he's got this down to the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. And he's got some space here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They hand it off to Mostert. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, breaking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. So a big kick coming for Robbie Gould. And Gould is able to put it through, and the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up, because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. remember, because now that we're in overtime, mistakes get magnified. So you got to walk that line between being aggressive and being careful, because that was a dangerous throw right there. You obviously could not have an interception in this spot.
And nearly was an interception. He's lucky to get that one back. Back to the air. Watson on second down. Forced out to his left. He'll run it. He finds an opening past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Out of the gun, Watson. He dumps it underneath here to Lindsey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Fred Warner in on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. The kidder here is complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snapped, and they're there and end up making the play.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And this is incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
36.
Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for the 49ers, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Texans, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams.